everyone, how are you doing? I hope that you are finding everything that you need for getting ready for your natural baby birth on the website, because I know you are making great choices for you and your baby, and I'm so proud of you. Having done this 3 times myself, I look back and it is hard to believe I have been able to do what I have been able to do, but that's one of the reasons why I started this site for you. I thought I had learned everything I could possibly learn about having a baby naturally the first time. I read and researched and discovered, and I ended up learning more and more each time. That the more I learned, I realized the less that I knew. And I want to make sure that you have everything at all possible available to your disposal so that you can start all on your own the first time or second time, however you are right now, with everything that you can have to set yourself up for success. And I wanted to show you something today that I think is going to be really useful. So it's called the fear, pain, tension cycle. Now let's take a look at this. See that right there? We have fear, pain, and tension. Sorry I'm using my phone, but this is the best that we've got. This is a cyclical cycle that is the last thing that you absolutely want for yourself. What happens is, at any one point in this cycle, if you're afraid of something, if you feel any discomfort or any tension in your body, your natural reaction is to automatically follow this cycle. So for example, if you go into your labor and delivery and you have some pain from labor contractions, well, what's your body automatically going to do? Hold your breath, tense up, wait for it to pass, and this starts around the loop. This tells your brain that this is something to be afraid of, and so you have a fear creep in, and then you continue around, and that fear leads to more pain because you're telling the neurons in your brain that you're experiencing pain, and it just spirals downward and farther in a negative cycle, which is what we do not want. This is what happens to so many women, and it leads to interventions in the hospital or for their birth, because we allow the fear, pain, tension cycle to take over our birth. It leads to stalled labors, and your dilation can slow, and then your contractions can stall, and then in turn this leads to things like having an epidural, adding some Pitocin to help spur things along. Oh, let's get some forceps or a vacuum in there. Oh dear, you know, the baby, you're not progressing, the baby's stuck, we need to have a C-section. It's the very beginning of all those interventions that you don't want. And I don't care what society tells you, the modern world of Western medicine lies to you every day. They tell you, oh, women can't have natural births anymore. They're incapable of doing it naturally. You need a doctor, and you need a surgeon, and you need all of these things to make sure that you're safe and to make sure that your baby is safe. It's all lies. Let me tell you something. Think about this. Billions and billions of women have gone through this and given birth completely natural, the way it was intended, for thousands and thousands of years. All those women, think about it, compared to the tiny number of women who can't have a natural birth and require the new modern methods in the hospital today. Think about it. Billions of women have done this for thousands of years before you. How did they do it? Did they have an OBGYN on staff? Did they have Pitocin and an epidural ready at their disposal? No, of course not. There are millions of women today that still do this just fine. Our bodies, your body, is divinely blessed with everything that you already need, and you are completely capable with what you need to have a natural birth. It is your mind and your beliefs and your heart and soul and everything else that psychs us up that needs to get on board with your body and trust it and believe it and conquer this fear, pain, tension cycle so that it doesn't even start from the very beginning. So, in the next couple of days, watch your email. I'm going to be sending another couple of videos and attack the number one thing that's probably on your mind. Well, how do I conquer pain? How do I deal with this bad fear, pain, tension cycle and get rid of pain? We're going to talk about that. Keep an eye out for it. Do you have a question or a comment for me? Reply to this. Leave me a note down below and I will get right back to you, and I will talk to you in a couple of days. Have a great night.